I didn't go to jail. I didn't go to jail. It's a TikTok. Okay? It wasn't me. I didn't go to jail. Hello. I know I've been gone. Can you hear me well? I don't know how to do this anymore. I don't remember how to Twitch and YouTube. Hello. I didn't go to jail. I'm bringing you closer. I think that's gonna be fine. I was sick, like a dog. I didn't go to jail. Don't believe him. I was really sick. I think you can still kind of hear it in my voice. And I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I cannot really scream. I know that screaming it's reserved for the live streams and the calm aura is reserved for like YouTube or whatever. I didn't go to jail. I was very sick. It started with my throat. I think I slept with my mouth open, which I don't usually do. My throat got really dry. And if there's something that you have to know about me, is that I am built like a Victorian child. So if I get hurt or I get a slightly like a sniff or a dry throat, it usually devolves into me like catching a very bad cold or pneumonia or this or that because I have weak lungs and whatever. I was fine for the most part, but I couldn't talk. I did tell people this on Discord. I know that I kind of like disappeared from the face of the earth, but I just didn't have the physical or mental energy to like type or be online or anything. I did warn people on Discord that I was sick. I couldn't talk. I don't know if you can hear it still a little bit in my voice. I couldn't talk at all. It was just my voice gone. And it wasn't even that bad of a cold, like overall, but obviously it attacked like the instrument of what I used to work. So I couldn't even record videos for YouTube because I do voiceover for those ones. So I just couldn't do anything. I was like, I mean, I've been writing a lot. That's been fun. I've been reading. I caught up on my reading. I haven't seen anything this past week. If you guys have, I know that there's something about Exodus that if you guys want to watch with me, we can watch. If there's anything else that has like come out and I haven't talked about it, it's because I didn't even know. I opened X like yesterday or the day before that, and the internet is on fire again. It always is. I am feeling much better. I am ready to like go back to normal. I am still gonna, I don't know how long we're gonna be able to stream today. Maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, we'll see, maybe four. Depends on when my voice gives out on me. I'm just happy that I look human because usually I get sick. I mean, I was looking like a corpse. But how are you guys doing? Do you guys miss me? Sorry for people that are not on the Discord and didn't really know what happened to me. I've been sick. I did tell people that I was sick, but most of you, I think, didn't even. Also, I'm not used to like really having such a big audience for me to tell like, hey, I'm not dead. It's usually like a couple dozen people and they're all in the Discord, so they all know that I'm sick. Um, so sorry. I'll try to be better. Like I sometimes forget that there's so many of you in so many platforms. Like there's people on Twitter that only know me from Twitter and they didn't know what the fuck happened to me. And there's people on YouTube that only watch me on YouTube and they don't follow me on any other social medias, and people on Twitch that don't follow me anywhere else. Sorry. I forgot. Uh, I'm very bad at this. I'm not dead. I didn't get banned. I heard that a lot as well. Like, where is she? Did she get banned? Is she quitting YouTube or is she quitting everything? I am not quitting anything. I just was literally like bedbound for like a week because I'm really weak and I didn't want to push my buttons because if I knew that if I push myself to stream when my voice wasn't doing well at all, that I was gonna get even more sick and then I'm gonna have to be sick on the fucking holidays and I wasn't. Sorry. Sorry. I at least I have written a lot of scripts for the YouTube channel, so you guys can look forward to that. Obviously, I haven't been able to do anything about those because I couldn't do voiceover for them. But that's that. I finished my scripts for the character analysis. Were you depressed? I wasn't. I was just sick, like physically sick, like a cold. I wasn't. I was depressed the week before that. But yeah, sorry. Yeah, not in jail, not banned, didn't quit. I'm alive. Hello. I didn't realize how many people were like wondering where the fuck I was until I, started tweeting again. People were like, "Bitch, are you were not dead?" It's like, "Oh damn, sorry. Honestly, like my bad, pimp. Uh, I wasn't thinking. What can I say? I was not thinking. My bad. But yeah, we can watch the Exodus thing that you guys are telling me about if you guys are interested in that. Uh yeah, I'm not a not a doppelganger, nothing. Gust of Death playing Veilguard. I haven't even thought about that game until I opened X, obviously. Let me really quickly. Yeah, I have seen some things about the Exodus. I haven't seen anything about it, but I have heard people like gush about it. Oh, I just stabbed myself with my nails that I did today. Yeah. I think, the shells of BioWare tried to take me out. Like, they put like a hex on me or something. They failed, obviously, but they tried. Okay. Let me see. Exodus. Play Metaphor. Play this. I know. I have a lot of things to do. Okay, so there's two. There's the official gameplay teaser trailer. And then the Traveler Creed. So we're gonna watch one and then the other, I guess. I am back. Hello. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry. I literally, I'm not used to people caring this much about whether I'm alive or not. So, my bad. The Blue Yeti is so big, it's just in the way constantly. Okay. That's good. I don't remember. Every time that I take like a few days off or whatever, I completely forget how to do anything. Oh, that's me. Ugh. Okay, the teaser trailer. 30 seconds. Are you guys ready? I haven't not watched this. It might be a little bit too loud for you, but we'll see.
Preparing to transfer now. This is your last chance.
Do it.
Okay, there was so much in 30 seconds. Okay. Okay. Are you gonna work for me? Yeah? Okay, so is that in-game? Is this in-game cinematics? This is gameplay teaser. Anna? Who the fuck is Anna? Who is this? Like, who's the lady? That's a companion, I'm assuming. That's not the girl from the other trailer. They have different eyes. This guy is also different. Is that us? Yeah, this is a different guy. I like it, it's looking in-game. I can see like the hair, like the facial hair, the eyebrows are not like super hyper realistic. So this is in-game cinematics.
Do it.
Ooh. Okay. It's looking, and I know that this is a controversial take. No, it isn't. It's looking like Andromeda, okay? Shh, I know, hear me out. It's looking like what the people that made Mass Effect Andromeda thought Andromeda would end up looking like. You know what I mean? You know, he's June, your character. I haven't finished, like, the Exodus lore video has to come out because it's so intricate. Like, I know our character, it's half celestial, half human. And the Celestials look like completely, like, they don't look human at all. And they have the ability to mold and use, like, living stone. I know that's the case. And I wonder if that's gonna be an ability that we can use. Like, they make houses and palaces and everything with this, like, living stone. And I wonder if they can, if your character can use that. Okay. It seems like there's, like, you know, movement. Is that like a, how do you call it? You obviously we're using like an ability here, but like a grappling hook, sort of. Okay. That's normal. Like, there's like sentient. It might be sentient for all we know. What is this? It's a mech, but it's covered in goop. Oh, it's an ability, maybe. We did that. Yeah, it looks like we did that to the mech, because then we detonated. Is that a crossbow? Like, oh. Okay, these are the things, like the mechs. Nice, that's nice. I'm liking the versatility, I guess. Like, there's a lot of things going on, like spells. They're not spells, but spells and different weapons, different abilities. I'm liking it. I'm liking it so far. Obviously, it's nothing yet. Like, it's literally nothing, but...
Preparing to transfer now.
And this is pre-alpha gameplay, so it's gonna get better.
This is your last chance to bail, June.
Do it.
So that's what they're gonna call us, most likely, June. And I think it's because of the family we come from. That's what I'm telling you about. Like, the living stone. Obviously, in my head, it didn't look like that. But this is what half celestials and half human people can do. They can, I mean, depending on what celestial parent they have, I think. But they look absolutely human, but they have like something, I don't remember. I've been completely, listen, I'll read the book again and I'll refresh my memory when I do the lore video about it. But they can commune and they can like basically fuck up with electronics as well and stuff like that. Yeah. Thank you for the sub, Grimgatter. Okay, so we use it. We use that. I'm liking it. Dead Space as well. A grappling hook.
weapon is a hell of a way to greet your...
Ooh, I love that. The way he, I mean the way, let me get out of the way briefly. I know that I'm pausing a lot. Welcome to my channel. But the way he's interacting, like his expressions, the body language. Have you ever read the books? Yes.
Hell of a way to greet your new partner.
So you're June.
We're burning time. Now that we're all best of friends, let's make each other rich.
I'm not just here to look pretty. I got away with celestial tech.
Yeah, because he's half celestial. Okay. I'm liking this. Okay.
I see a lot of potential in this new partnership.
Let me light the way for you.
Yes.
Target acquired. Many thanks again for your help. You should have been honest.
This place is forbidden. The price is death.
Wow, the facial expressions. Wow. I cannot scream. The facial expressions and the life the characters have so far are insane.
That's what it means to be a traveler.
Ooh, wow. This right here looks 1,000 times better than anything that has come out this past year. Wow. And you know what? Because I have read the book, I'm really pleased because again, and I said it with the living stone. I don't remember the name exact of the stone. It does have a name. You imagine it like I imagined it in my head a certain way, but they did it another. And it still translates in the way that I'm like, oh, that is the living stone that I was talking about. And we play again as a half celestial, half human, and that opens up a lot of, it's not like, oh my god, you're the chosen one, you're special. No, these people tend to be royalty, like not royalty, but nobility, or they're seen as nobility for like us other humans. In the world of Exodus, you are like, not you, but humans set off in different like arcs to colonize the world, like the universe, because Earth was completely fucked at that point. So they thought, hey, the best way to do this is just get out of here and fuck up other worlds. And some other arcs waited for the go ahead of like previous arcs, like the ones that left before them, to then go and colonize planets. But time and space, it's a fickle thing. And I think it was 40,000 years passed between the later arcs living and arriving to new universes. So everything has been colonized by humans that have evolved themselves. They're humans, they're humanoids. They stem from the same baseline as humans, but they're so far removed from the baseline that it's like they're other species. That's one of the things that they did say, like the creators, that there's no aliens per se because everything stems from Earth, from humanity. It is amazing. It is really interesting. It's really, I've been reading it. It's not lighthearted, but it's not as grim dark as 40K. Like, I know I said 40,000, but it's not like that. Like, it does have a lot of like dark aspects, and it doesn't shy away from like talking about like slavery, basically. Like, there's like other races that by the Celestials evolved just enough so they could like farm them. Like, they're completely sentient, like species, but they just use them as like, you know, like they put them in a world and they hand them down for like this one gland that they have that turns into like a drug, for example. And that drug allows the Celestials to like go back to one memory in particular that they want. And these creatures are handed down systematically just for that gland. They're like formed basically, but they're sentient. They can speak. They're capable of like thought and everything, and it's insane. And humans are just literally, we are the blueprint, right? And in this new galaxy, we are like a waste of resources, basically. We have to work for the Celestials so they will let us like inhabit their planets. We're not like colonizing a planet. We're not owning the land that we live in. They are lending us the land if we work for them. So it's really interesting. I would recommend, it's called the Archimedes Engine. I would recommend, if you guys like reading or maybe like audiobooks, to give it a go. They do, it's like kind of like multi POV. Like you have the POV of like a celestial like queen, for example, and you get like that part of their new society, and then you get like, you know, just a human cop, and then a half celestial, half human that wants to become a traveler, because in this world travelers are just free. They own the ship that they travel with, and they get paid astronomical amounts of money to like find a fucking artifact there, or like see if there's like colonizable planets over there. It is really good. It's really interesting, and I'm really looking forward. Like, I'm seeing a lot of things that you see it in your head and you're like, how are they gonna translate this specific thing into, you know, a visual media? And I'm excited because, you know, obviously it's not gonna be exactly like what I imagine, because your world, like your brain can conjure whatever it wants when it's given a description, but it's very good. And I'm really looking forward to seeing things that I have read in the book. So let's go. So this is the crew.
Preparing to transfer now. This is your last chance to bail, June.
Do it.
Oh, it is looking like, who said it? What was like, not the Dead Space? It's based on books. No, the books are written for the game. So if you don't know, the creators of this, James Holland, I don't remember the other guy's name, sorry. James Holland was the original like creator of Origins and Mass Effect. And he just doesn't work at BioWare anymore. He made his own company, Archetype Entertainment. And he worked hand in hand with sci-fi authors to create the world of Exodus. So it's not based necessarily on a book. They are like working in tandem. They're made at the same time, basically. Like the authors write the books to kind of like give more context and depth to the story. So again, if you're interested in knowing a little bit more before you dive in, just read the book. You got your voice back for now. Yeah, that's the living stone that I was talking about. So June can use that, and he can also interface with celestial technology, because it is used, like they don't use technology per se. They use their ability to just like kind of like biocode. Like it's not magic, like it's all genetic. It's in their genes that they can interface with said technology. Humans, for example, would not be able to do it. But in celestial planets, as I said, like the buildings are made out of living stone. Like everything, it's biocoded, so it reacts to, you know, celestials, of half celestials in this case. So it's really interesting. Witcher 4 teaser, have not watched it. We can also watch that if you guys are interested. Yeah, love that. That's him using the... Nice. I like that. I like that a lot. We have the... Just like the mobility, right? I like that. I like the, you know, you cannot go there naturally. You cannot walk there. You have to use the grappling hook. But I enjoy that verticality and I like that a lot. It's given Starfield, it's given Mass Effect Andromeda, it's given a lot of things. I do know that it's its own thing, which it's really exciting. Like, there's a lot of potential in the world of Exodus, and I'm seeing good things. I'm seeing nice things about this. Again, this entire sequence of us meeting the other traveler like companions, I love it. I'm liking the look of it, like the suits. I like the suits. I like the way they look. They look real. The weapons, I like that they seem to have a standard weapons, like a standard, like, I don't know if this is something that is travelers wear, whatever, you know, like a certain type of stuff, or this is like a mission where they're like all convening and they have to like wear a certain like outfit to like smuggle themselves in. We don't know. I'm in love with, I'm assuming this is our character. I'm a little bit worried about, you know, we come from games like Veilguard where the character had its own personality, but it wasn't necessarily good. If they achieve Hawk's level of personality or Shepard's level of personality with June, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the character having his own personality. I hope that June is a good character. I think, you know, he's gonna have a lot of personality outside our choices, which, you know, great. But, you know, Elisa's hair is, look, the whole, like, listen, it gets funky. It gets very weird, like the styles in Exodus. So we're gonna give her a pass. Someone said, you know, yeah, she looks like she would be crazy, but she's pretty like level-headed. So, you know.
Way to greet your new partner.
So you're June.
We're burning time.
Yeah, I'm loving the entire facial animation. I love this. It reminds me of Andromeda, if it had been good. So
Now that we're all best of friends, let's make each other rich. I'm not.
nice. Thank you for the follow, the Kristovsky. Yeah, that's another companion like this one, a Celestial. We haven't seen her yet, I think.
I've got away with celestial tech.
This is actually very common, like the modified animals as weapons of war, or, you know, this is very common, and we're gonna be seeing a lot of just animals, like earth animals. And thank you for the sub, the Kristovsky. Like, I understand that it's very jarring to just see like pigs and crows and bears and this. It's very common in the world of Exodus. They use bears just as tanks, basically. Like, they're enhanced, genetically enhanced. Obviously, look at the size of that thing. These are probably like raiders or whatever, and it's not the size of a bear. It's very, very big. They do genetically enhance the animals in Exodus, and it can be pretty wacky, like pretty funny. Or, you know, for example, in the Archimedes engine, there's a detective, and when he was like a beat cop, he had 2 dogs, and they weren't even like dogs. I think they were like cybernetic dogs. I don't remember, but yeah, he was bonded to the dogs, and they basically just communicated without, you know, having to speak or anything, and the dogs were extremely intelligent. I'm liking this. I'm liking that there's like map thing. You know what I mean? Like you have to go on top of this thing and you have to get the bear to fuck it up.
I see a lot of potential.
Mass Effect. Oh, that was so Mass Effect. Sometimes my fucking... Oh, there he goes, there he goes. The Omni Blade. Oh.
I see a lot of potential in this new partnership.
I'm loving the way they move. I know it's not even the way they look. The way they move, this is 100% like mocapped. Which is like, I do not understand why fucking Veilguard didn't do that. This is 100% mocapped, and I love this. The naturality, like it's so organic. Like I don't, because it's something so common in life. Like, you know, as a human, you know how other humans move and articulate and emote. So to not see that in games is very, very weird. There's a Red Rising TV show in the works. Ooh, I haven't read the books yet, but that's another sci-fi author. And Preston says that he's very good at what he does, so we're gonna be keeping an eye on that.
Let me light the way for you.
Target acquired.
Let me light the way for you.
Ooh, and he's gone. I love that.
Acquired.
Ooh, it's given. Oh, it's given. I'm gonna get emotional as well. Like, I get a good feeling about this. I know that you shouldn't get hyped about games. I understand, but it reminds me of the feeling that I had the first time that I played Mass Effect. In the best way possible.
Many thanks again for your help.
Oh god.
You should have been honest.
This place is forbidden. The price is death.
Like, I think it has a lot of things for everybody, right? Like, I don't know. I'm thinking that like they are putting a lot of things for a lot of people. Like, there's the story aspect, there's their animation, there's like the gunplay, there's like the abilities, kind of like magic, right? There's a lot of things that I'm really seeing here that I'm really looking forward to. Someone said it's coming out 2026. Even if it's coming out 30, I'm here for it. Like, I am on the team and on the side of like, take as much time as you need to make a good product.
That's what it means to be a traveler.
Thank you for the follow, Spectacular. Listen, it could be great. It could also not be, but for some reason in the past like year, we have... Why am I so short? I don't like that. We have been seeing trailers that are supposed to like draw us in, right? And they end up like pushing us away, just like this is not good, like this is good, this is what's supposed to be good. The most obvious examples, and I know you always talk about a Veilguard, yes, because it's the most glaring like problem in the industry. I think like Veilguard just compiles every single issue with the video game industry nowadays. And it's the most like glaring example of what not to do with a video game if you want to make money off of it. So yeah, like Veilguard, they showed us the best of the best the game had to offer, and it failed to impress. Avowed showed us what they thought it was good, and they thought it was polished enough to come out now in February. People were not impressed. I'm impressed with this. Is that good? No, because that means that I'm setting myself up for a failure. I understand that, but I'm human, okay? And I have read the book. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed what the creators behind Exodus were trying to convey and they were trying to build. It is different in the sense of like, of course you're gonna watch it and it's gonna remind you of Mass Effect, and it's gonna remind you of Starfield, and it's gonna remind you of Warhammer 40k. But I feel like every creator, like every artist, every person that can create something, be it like writing or coding or painting or whatever, always borrows from people that came before them. And as long as you pick things that are good of these games, like things that are like overwhelmingly like people are like, hey, that is good, I want more of that, and you refine that and you make it your own, I'm okay with that, So I'm looking forward to this game. I have been looking forward to this game. Like, I think it's been like almost half a year since I learned about Exodus, and I learned about the people working on it and their passion and just excitement for this project. And I'm really looking forward to what they can do. I hope they are keeping an eye on like the video game industry and social media, and they know what not to do. I feel like the internet has been very vocal for the past year of, this is not gonna make you money, don't do this. Please just make good games. Make what you're passionate about. Make good products, good stories, good characters, good gameplay, and you're gonna have an audience. Stop trying to pander to people that never show up, to the modern audience, like the elusive modern audience. And again, it could flop. Or, in a few months, one of the fucking developers for this game could start like talking shit on the internet. We never know, Never would I have thought that possible before, of just people that work, a job. They're paid to do a job, just like talking shit about customers online. But we live in a society. Welcome. But I choose to hope. Okay? Like, thank you for Seba. Like, I know that a lot of people know me from just being really critical and bitter about things, but I'm not bitter or negative without reason. I'm not, a negative Nancy because that makes me money or brings me views or whatever. I know that a lot of people think that. I am negative when what I see and what what the visual media, like what the video and the tweets and everything that I'm seeing and hearing just causes me to be negative. It conveys negativity to me. So obviously, I'm gonna react in the same vein, obviously. But I like things. I love video games. The other reason why I get so upset when video games fail to deliver, it's because, I love them and I want them to be good. And 9 out of 10 times, they're not good. Did you watch the Game Awards? No, I did not. It didn't seem like I missed much, but they announce things. I think they announced things. We can watch those. So, I like things. I like to like things. I like to be excited about things. I used to be excited about Marvel movies and, and the Star Wars movies and everything. And then they come out and then they're shit and you're like, oh, and it's rinse and repeat. So it's just not fun. And now we can move on to The Witcher. I will be very open with you guys. My only experience with The Witcher It's The Witcher 3, which I thoroughly enjoyed from beginning to end. I haven't played the DLCs, as much people like to remind me that I have to do. And we will replay The Witcher 3 with the DLCs eventually. I am not well versed on the lore of The Witcher yet. I am gonna be buying the books soon and reading them. I know I haven't watched the trailer. It's my understanding that people are not pleased with Ciri because she's a Witcher now, which I understand. But I think there's a point where, you know, where we can just appreciate the game for what it could be. If it is, I am more concerned about the issues behind the scenes with the company. That's what I'm not, you know, 100% sold on about. I know more about CD Projekt Red than I know about The Witcher. And, you know, yeah, a lot of people are saying like the games are mostly not canon to the books. The games are not really canon compliant anymore, so they can tweak and shift and whatever. And I also know from playing the game that Ciri has elder blood in her, so I understand. Oh, women cannot pass the trials of becoming a Witcher. I understand. I understand where you're coming from. I understand. But you also have to understand that if they can shift that and they can like be like, oh, well, she's not your normal woman, so therefore she can't pass the trials, they're gonna do that. It's just, it's done. It's been done. I know that it's been done. I'm interested in seeing what they're gonna do with that. Let's watch the teaser or the trailer or whatever, and I will give you my thoughts as someone, again, who is not that versed. We're not gonna watch the IGN one because I refuse. I have my standards. But I will give you my thoughts as, you know, someone that is experiencing this for the first time, okay?
Dearest daughter, I've watched ye grow from a devilishly curious child into a remarkably young lass with much grace, wisdom, and kindness. Tain't the easy times what shape us, nay. 'Tis how we rise to face the hard times what does that for us. You've an heart of gold. You've the spirit to overcome adversities aplenty. Darling, sweeten. Today's the day ye fill out your destiny.
Amazing cinematics as always. I'm concerned about CD Projekt Red as a company though.
Forgive me, daughter. 'Twere my only choice.
I shall be the bringer of salvation.
A Witcher? Witcher! Whose kind did ye take? Nay, you can't. 'Tis tradition. Chosen she is, by the gods.
No! You chose her. Back to the village. Go, now.
Nay! I must save them! Save the village!
Save yourself! Run! To shelter! To your father!
He's older, Siri.
Run!
Where's her powers? Ooh, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay. Siri. She changed her fate. Oh, we're gonna have a chain mechanism? Ooh. Ooh.
She were to go to the woods. The chosen one. His tradition.
Oh no, no, no.
I like this.
It's all we wanted. For her to go to the woods. To go to the gods.
Gods? There are no gods here. There are only monsters.
I understand. I understand that there's a lot of divisive opinions in chat. I like this. I liked playing as Ciri in The Witcher 3. I mean, I knew that they were gonna set up Ciri to be the next protagonist. That's the vibes I got in The Witcher 3, like when they let us play as her. I understand that a lot of people are upset about the lore break-in. Again, I'm not really well-versed in the lore. I know a lot of people say women cannot go through the trials. Kind of like the same way that in Warhammer 40k, women don't go through the process of becoming a Space Marines just because the chance of becoming a Space Marine it's close to none. So, and even in men, it's almost close to zero, but it's higher. Again, Ciri is special. And that's the only way that they're gonna, like, don't look for any more, like, explanation. They're not gonna give it to you, most likely. Ciri is special. She's always been special. She's always been really strong. And they're gonna use that. They're gonna use the fact that she is not a normal human being to explain why she could become a Witcher. That's that. Yeah, it is absolutely a lazy explanation, but you're not gonna get anything else. They have been building up for a female protagonist. Like City Project, I've told you this. City Project Red, I know more about behind the scenes of the company than I know about The Witcher 3. The turns in the road, in the path that the company is taking as a company are not good. They're very reminiscent of the steps that Bioware has taken in the past, and that's not good as a company. I am more concerned about the quality of the writing here than I am about the actual game itself. Like, I think the gameplay of this game is gonna be fine. It's gonna be a more polished version of what we got in The Witcher 3, 100%. I am more concerned about the messages that they're gonna be pushing if they do. Like, and I also want to let you guys know that Ciri being a lesbian, it's canon. Like, or at least being bisexual is canon. That was canon in The Witcher 3. So, obviously, you guys are probably going to see her banging some women. It is what it is. But I wonder if they're just going to push, like, you know, like this whole, like, oh, women suck. And she's like, well, women don't suck. You know, like, it's going to be extremely on the nose. Like, women can do whatever men can do. I can do this better than men can. You know what I mean? That's my issue. Like, that's my problem. I mean, obviously, in that era, and it was very common, even in The Witcher 3, women were seen as lesser than. But I just feel like I'm concerned that they're just gonna bring modern politics once again into a world where they don't belong. One of the things that I loved about the characters, like the female characters in The Witcher 3, is that they simply didn't give a shit. Like, Jennifer didn't give a shit. And they have the ability to protect themselves, to, like, you know, not care about what men said about them. They didn't have to constantly remind everyone that they were women and they were, like, better than everyone else. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's gonna be, like, the issue here. Like, I don't want them to make Ciri unlikable. You know? That's my main issue. Like, obviously, people, like, in the world, they would have an issue with her being a woman. They would second guess her abilities as a witcher or as a monster hunter. I understand that. But I'm really curious to see how they tackle her reaction to that. Of, like, just, like, completely, like, shrugging it off and proving herself with her actions, or she's just gonna be super vocal about it and completely annoying. That's my concern. Having Ciri as The Witcher 3 lead will help the game explore The Witcher's world sexism. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, sexism, it's part of The Witcher 3. It's part of, like, the culture. It is what it is. It's set in a medieval setting. But I like the way that women could just be powerful, but they didn't have to attribute it to the fact that they were women. They were powerful because they were just powerful. I don't know. I think there's potential. There is, but unlike Exodus, I'm skeptical because I have seen kind of like the moves that the company's doing behind the scenes, and they're concerning. They're not good. So I don't know. I would hold my breath. Yeah, like Ciri being made into a girl boss, or, like, you know, girls get it done, women are the best, which I understand the message, like, and I don't think anyone, like, that's the problem, right? That's my issue here. I don't think there was anyone that disliked Ciri when playing The Witcher 3. I think one of the best parts about The Witcher 3 is that you as Geralt and as the player playing as Geralt, you learn to like really care for Ciri and really like look, you know, forward to like seeing her and meeting her and keeping her safe. And once you meet her and everything, it's like it's this cathartic moment of reunion. But I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm very concerned that they're gonna just make her unlikable. It wouldn't be the first time that they take something that we love and they completely turn it on its head and they like start just like, you know, are they just gonna stop at making Ciri a girl boss? Are they gonna start like pushing like, oh, you know? I don't know. I don't know. Again, I don't know a lot about The Witcher 3. I'm gonna rectify that before this one comes out. I'm gonna be reading all the books. We're gonna be replaying The Witcher 3 in the DLCs. I think gameplay-wise it's gonna be really fun because you're just gonna have Geralt's abilities and then we're gonna have the abilities of Ciri as, you know, with her Elder Blood. So that's gonna be fun. But this story concerns me because for me, I wasn't good at being a Witcher in The Witcher 3. I'm not a fucking super skilled gamer. I enjoy games for what they are, and mostly for me it's the story. And I really loved The Witcher 3 like quest lines and just like the story and the dialogues and the voice acting. I loved all of that, like the characters, the ones that I liked and the ones that I despised. Loved those. I'm really concerned about that aspect of the game quite a bit. Quite a bit. I don't know. I hope that they explain it though. Like I'm sensing that they're gonna gloss over it quite a bit. Like they're gonna mention it in passing, like, oh, it happened because of this and this. I'm hoping that we can see like the way that in The Witcher 3 we'd had like flashbacks to Geralt training Ciri in Kaer Morhen. Like we can see her going through the trials and, you know, what did it take? What happened? Did they do something different? Did they perfect the trial? Can we see the Elder Blood coming into play, like, you know, there? And, oh, this is exactly what happened. I'm not cheating you. I'm not seeing them. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know. And obviously, The Witcher 3, because, again, I understand that a lot of people are like, oh, which is stupid because what I've been hearing about The Witcher 4, like the complaints, is not even like, oh, she looks different, she looks manly. It's like, hey, this is not canonically correct. Like, I don't feel like people would have been as upset if she hadn't been a Witcher. If she had just been like a monster hunter, like taking the mantle of Monster Hunter, I don't think people would have had an issue with that, but it's the fact that they're just like, again, and this happening in Veilguard, like taking lore and dumping it out of the window. So that's what I've been hearing. And the people that are like, oh, pro-feminism, like people, you just hate women. You just don't like them because you hate women. And it's like, no, but this is not what I have been seeing people complain about the lack of consistency, which is, and I cannot fault you for that because I complain about the same thing when I was reviewing the Veilguard. So, you know, again, I don't think the game is gonna be bad, but a game is the sum of its parts, its gameplay and its dialogue and its voice acting, its animation. So we're gonna be seeing that. We'll see. And, you know, who's the big bad? Like, where are they gonna, like, what's happening now? What's the issue? Who's coming after her? Like, why? You know what I mean? And yeah, I just have seen people be like, oh, that's because you hate women, that you don't like The Witcher 4, that you have like, you know, you're a skeptic. Maybe people are a skeptic about the game because we have seen what changes like this can do to video games, especially like beloved IPs. They're usually not good changes. They're not changes for the better. They're just changes that ruin everything. So maybe, like, that's what I was thinking, Juviathan. I was thinking maybe she thought that, you know, or maybe it happened that she knew that if she completed the trials, even if it killed her, it would dim or it would like rid her of her like elder abilities, so she wouldn't be handed down for that. Because that's one main thing about series, like everyone wanted her. Everyone wants her for what she can do for them. So that will be interesting. Again, we'll see. You're so calm today. My voice is shot. In fact, I'm gonna be hopping off stream very shortly because it's starting to like get to me. My shirt? It's not a shirt. It's a, I don't know how to describe it because it's not a sweater, obviously. It's like a crop top and it has anime girls on it. I thought it was much like longer when I bought it. Obviously it isn't, but hey, at least it keeps my throat. Have you missed all my messages? No, I have read them, but what do you want? There's many people here. Is it from Nana? No, it's not from Nana. It's just random anime girls. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it here because my throat is really starting to hurt quite a bit. This is the most I've spoken in the past week. I know it has been very short, but I think we got it done. I think, you know, I'm starting to get back into the thick of it, you know what I mean? Again, it's gonna be Christmas soon. I might have a gift for you. I'm gonna dress up for Christmas. Probably, I don't know. Should we do it tomorrow? Oh, thank you. We reached a follower goal, I believe. Thank you so much. I am gonna be the Grinch for someone. Yeah, they guessed it. I'm gonna be the Grinch for Christmas. No, I'm gonna be the Grinch, proper the Grinch. I might do it tomorrow because then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's kind of like the week for Christmas. It's not, you guys think it's gonna be a slut Grinch? I'm gonna be 100% the Grinch. I might do it tomorrow, actually, so stay tuned for that. And I wish you all happy holidays, whatever you do on your holidays, you know what I mean? I'm probably gonna be dying if my throat keeps getting worse. With the beer gut too, we have tabletop tomorrow, don't forget. I won't be able to stay on stream that long. So I think we're gonna be fine because I think we start 9 my time. So I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna have like a soup, chicken soup, and I'm gonna change. I bought new pajamas, really cozy pajamas, and I'm just gonna relax. But I am back. I just wanted to like pop in and say that I am alive. Someone said get well soon, Barbara. I will. And to wish you all happy holidays. If I have to take some days off, obviously, I think, you know, I might show my face tomorrow and then I'll just take the week of Christmas off because I have things to do. But after that, we're just gonna go back to our usual programming. And yeah, see you tomorrow. I'm not gonna be looking like this though. I'm gonna be looking a little bit more green, but I am back. No, I wasn't in jail. No, I'm not dead. No, I wasn't banned. No, I didn't quit. I hope that you guys can spread the word to people that still think that I am deceased or something. So thank you so much for watching and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye.